I, Su Nianwei, a prominent flower vase in the entertainment industry, presently faced the live stream camera, donning a smile so sweet it could serve as a template. Yet, within my mind, a torrent of thoughts cascades. Help! How much longer must this agricultural aid live stream continue? These new shoes feel like instruments of torture. I long to lie down right here and indulge in fried chicken. Beside me, Gu Heng is indeed a top-tier celebrity his profile could slay. Alas, he is but a walking iceberg, TSK. This strawberry packaging is utterly dreadful. Can it truly sell? How vexing. The barrage of comments remains as lively as ever. Here comes the flower vase again, leeching off the charity hype. Disgusting. What else can she do besides smile? I pity the farmers whose fruits she mishandles. Keep your distance from Gu Heng, a true fame leech. I maintain an impeccable facade, while internally tumult brews. Let them berate me, I thrive on their scorn to afford my home. The financial support from my benefactor is simply too generous. 1. My flower vase persona has been meticulously crafted by the agency as a lucrative and scorned asset. In the lifestyle variety show Field Fires, my role is to be the perfect green leaf, accentuating the industrious and grounded nature of the other guests. When others toil in the fields, I wield a lace parasol, exclaiming, "Oh dear, the mud is so filthy. It will ruin my freshly done nails." While others kindle fires to cook, I recoil, pinching my nose. The smoke is too intense, it's quite detrimental to the skin. As others assist villagers in harvesting corn, I feign weakness, pressing my forehead. The sun is so fierce I feel a bit dizzy. The effect has been remarkable. My drama queen index soars, attracting a tidal wave of critics, while my manager grins from ear to ear at the skyrocketing endorsement fees. Today's agricultural aid livestream, selling strawberries, marks my moment of glory tasked with embodying a charming mascot and uttering platitudes like, "so sweet." And support charity. I ponder how to accidentally knock over a box of strawberries to showcase my adorably clumsy side when suddenly, a faint electric sensation courses through me, causing my scalp to tingle. I brush it off and continue. The live stream commences. The host, brimming with enthusiasm, declares, "We are grateful to Ms. Su Nianwei and M.R. Gu Heng for taking time out of their busy schedules to support the premium strawberries from Qingshi Village." I lift a box of strawberries, my voice saccharine enough to induce toothaches. Wow. Each one is plump and as red as a gem. Thank you. Hardworking farmers, everyone must show their support. My inner monologue reveals, is this packaging made from corrugated cardboard? The dull red paired with bright green. Does the designer harbor a grudge against strawberries? Placed on a supermarket shelf, even a dog wouldn't glance at it. How disheartening. When will these sell? The moment my words linger in the air, silence envelopes the entire live stream room. The smile on the host's face freezes. Gu Heng, typically expressionless, displays a flicker of emotion for the first time, his brow furrowing as his sharp gaze turns toward my head. The comments, initially stalled, erupt into chaos. What the heck? What did I just see? A comment floating above Su Nianwei's head. The packaging is so dreadful even dogs ignore it? Is this her true thought? The hilarity. Her words are as flowery as a blooming garden, while her mind is rife with scathing critiques. A true spectacle of duality. Look at Gu Ying's expression. It's as though he beheld an extraterrestrial being. I thought, what on earth is happening? Do I have strawberry remnants on my face? Or was my eye roll captured on camera? Upon raising my gaze, I was met with the sight of everyone, including the crew behind the camera, mouth agape, and their expressions frozen in a blend of shock, confusion, suppressed laughter, and a hint of sympathy. Gu Cheng's Adam's apple bobbed slightly, shattering the silence with a voice tinged with an imperceptible peculiarity. "Miss Su, you possess quite a discerning view on packaging?" A siren blared in my mind. Had I inadvertently voiced my inner thoughts? That seemed implausible. I had merely offered a standard compliment. Instantly, I donned the guise of a dramatic performer, covering my mouth and widening my eyes in feigned innocence. "Oh, what did Teacher Gu say? The packaging. It's so rustic, imbued with a pastoral charm. How delightful to return to simplicity." Yet internally I was roaring. What insight! The hideousness is the original sin. If this can be sold, I shall perform a handstand while washing my hair live. Above my head, the bullet screen displayed the words, "The hideousness is the original sin." Handstand hair washing. Flickering vibrantly, updating in real time. The host's cue card fell to the floor with a resounding thud. The live stream's comments section was utterly inundated. Handstand hair washing. How audacious. I declare Su Nianwei the MVP of this season's comedy variety show. Gu Cheng, I shall silently observe your performance, JPG. Am I the only one curious about what that high-tech contraption is atop her head? Something new from the production team? A barely perceptible smile tugged at the corner of Gu Heng's lips, so fleeting it felt like an illusion. He no longer regarded the contraption above my head but instead turned to the camera, regaining his icy composure. Indeed, there is room for improvement in the packaging. However, the strawberries themselves are of exceptional quality, thin-skinned, plump, and perfectly balanced in sweetness and acidity. He picked one up and elegantly took a bite, the juice abundant. I instinctively chimed in to maintain my facade. Yes, yes. Teacher Gu is absolutely right. They look, particularly delectable. Meanwhile, my mind frantically scrolled. He's enjoying that so much. The strawberries do appear quite fresh.
No.
Su Nianwei, get a grip. The focus is on the packaging. Such a rustic box. No matter how splendid the strawberries, it will still feel like a burden. I'm in dire need of someone knowledgeable in marketing to save the day. Urgently awaiting assistance, the bullet screen once more rolled mercilessly. I'm in a state of panic. Someone help. At this point, even the village chief, who had been maintaining a stern demeanor, couldn't contain himself, bursting into laughter before quickly covering his mouth. The live chat was now overwhelmed with ha 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 and 3 seconds of sympathy for the vase. Ji Yucheng set down the strawberry, his profound gaze returning to me, this time imbued with a sense of inquiry and intrigue. He leisurely remarked, "It seems, Miss Su, that you are quite anxious about sales?" I felt a shiver run down my spine as he scrutinized me, yet I steeled myself to continue the performance. No, not at all. With Teacher Gu and so many enthusiastic netizens supporting us, it is bound to be a huge success. We must believe in the power of love. Internally, I was seething with sarcasm. What use is the power of love? It's all about marketing, channels, and packaging design. Do you not understand, dear sir? How many boxes can you sell just by standing here as an icy, handsome man? I'm so anxious I might develop hyperplasia. The words hyperplasia loomed large above my head. This time, the host couldn't contain himself, turning away as his shoulders shook with laughter. Gu Heng's frosty demeanor seemed to soften slightly as he nodded, his tone flat and unruffled. Miss Su, your concern for the nation is commendable. The barrage of comments read, "Concern for the nation? Really? Do you understand sarcasm, Emperor Gu? Hyperplasia, haha. Su Nianwei is a true comedic genius. What do I do if I start to like her? This lady is too amusing. Am I the only one who feels Gu Heng's gaze towards her as peculiar?" The live broadcast trudged on amidst this bizarre, yet hilarious atmosphere. I uttered insincere praises, while the comment section broadcasted my internal turmoil and anxious musings in real time. Surprisingly, the effect was extraordinary. The number of viewers skyrocketed to an all-time high since the broadcast began, and the interaction in the comments exploded, leading to a slow yet steady increase in the previously stagnant strawberry orders. After the broadcast, I nearly fled back to the rural homestay arranged by the production team. Just as I collapsed onto the hard wooden bed, my manager, Hongjia, called with an urgency that felt almost predatory.
Nianwei.
Her roar nearly shattered my phone. What on earth is that above your head? Why didn't you report the new script the production team created in advance? And what were those nonsensical remarks in your mind? Hyperplasia. Do you even want to continue in this industry? I felt utterly wronged. Hongjia, it wasn't scripted. I have no idea what happened. It was as if I was struck by lightning or abducted by aliens. It just came out of nowhere. I couldn't control my thoughts. I don't care if you were struck by lightning, Hongjia retorted, exasperated. The internet is flooded with screenshots of the comments above your head. Ugly packaging, upside-down shampooing, hyperplasia. Your persona has shattered into pieces. The sponsors are furious. A few endorsements are already considering termination. My vision darkened, as though I could see my finances sprouting wings and flying away. Internally, I lamented, it's over, it's over. My dreams are dashed. The down payment for my house is ruined. It's all this cursed ability's fault. No, wait, it's that hideous packaging. No, actually, it's Gu Heng's fault for asking for my insights.
Wait.
Hongjia's voice suddenly rose, tinged with disbelief. Your Weibo followers have surged? 1 million? 2 million? And still rising. In a flurry, I opened Weibo, and indeed, my private messages were exploding, and the number of new followers skyrocketed. Clicking on the trending topics, I saw Su Nianwei, the true comedic genius, the importance of packaging in strawberry sales, Gu Heng and Su Nianwei's peculiar dynamic, Su Nianwei's hyperplasia. The top comment read, I used to think she was fake, but now I realize she's genuinely straightforward physically. I'm a fan now. The second top comment stated, she's panicking. She's so worried about selling strawberries. Although her methods are unconventional, they are effective. I've already ordered strawberries. The third hot comment read, am I the only one eager to see the illustrious Gu Heng force her to unleash another golden phrase? Go, teacher Gu. I was bewildered. What has become of this world? Can one gain fame through scorn? Can madness also lead to notoriety? Hongjia's voice conveyed a thrill akin to surviving a calamity. Nianwei, it seems your missteps have serendipitously worked in your favor. Maintain that spirit. No, if you cannot contain yourself, then do not. Authenticity. This is precisely the authenticity we crave. I will go appease the benefactor. Where there is heat, there is wealth. Steady now. After hanging up, I lay on the wooden bed. My emotions in turmoil as I stared at the ceiling plastered with old newspapers. My persona had shattered. Yet it felt as though a door to a new world had swung open. No longer must I maintain a facade. Perhaps this freedom is rather exhilarating? The following day marked the recording of a variety show themed around the experience of farm work, specifically a corn-picking contest. During the team selection, it was unsurprising that I was grouped with the duplicitous Lin Feifei and the fitness enthusiast Wu Meng. Lin Feifei is notorious in the industry for her dual nature, affectionate in front of the camera, yet a skilled backstabber behind it. Wu Meng is the quintessential muscle-bound individual, one who would rather evade exertion than labor. Under the blazing sun, the cornfield stretched endlessly before us. The production team mandated that each group must harvest 5 large baskets of corn to complete the task, with the final rankings based on weight, offering generous rewards for the top position. Lin Feifei, adorned with an extravagant sun hat and ice sleeves, delicately pinched her fingers. Oh dear, these corn leaves are rather prickly. I just had my nails done yesterday. She sweetly turned to Wu Meng. Mengge, you're the best. Please help me out. Wu Meng thumped his chest. Leave it to me. However, after a token effort of picking 2 ears of corn, he declared it too hot and retreated to the shade for a drink, leaving me amidst a sea of silent corn stalks. I thought, damn it, I knew this would happen. Relying on these two, the corn stalks will starve. My lunch. My reward. My little cash. The barrage of comments above, my head echoed my thoughts. Lunch. Reward. Little cash. Starving. The camera expertly captured the moment. The comments began to flood in. Ha ha ha. Su Nianwei's grievances are through the roof. Lin Feifei and Wu Meng are a perfect match, utterly locked in. Poor Nianwei stuck with these 2 underachievers. Taking a deep breath, I suppressed the impulse to throw my gloves at them. No, I must persevere for my lunch, for the money. I rolled up my sleeves, internally lamenting, what a waste of sunscreen, and began to toil at the corn. Sweat trickled down my forehead, soaking my back. Lin Feifei, from her shaded refuge, kindly warned, Sister Nianwei, take it slow. Why push yourself so hard, dear? Be careful or you might get tanned and unattractive, and then no one will want to marry you. Her tone was sickeningly sweet. I continued working without pausing, not lifting my gaze, and retorted with the sweetest voice. Thank you for your concern. Feifei, I am naturally beautiful, so I need not fear the sun. As for you, hiding so far away, are you afraid the sun will kiss your delicate skin? Internally, I scoffed. Marry you? No way. I relish earning my own money and spending it as I please. Send me that sunscreen link. I'm curious about how precious it is. And who are you being sarcastic for? Little vixen. I'll smash her fruit. The phrase, smash her fruit, gleamed above. Lin Feifei's expression stiffened, her anger causing her to stomp her feet. Wu Meng chuckled awkwardly in the shade. The comments erupted with laughter. Smash her fruit. Sister Su is magnificent. Lin Feifei's face turned green. Ha ha ha. Su Nianwei. I may be smiling on the outside, but inside, I'm broadcasting live for you. Gu Heng's team was not far away. He moved with grace and efficiency, already amassing a considerable pile of corn. He seemed to glance our way, and upon noticing the barrage above my head, a fleeting smile graced his lips. I exerted myself even more, driven by a singular thought. Charge forth. For fried chicken. For hot pot. For the sake of not being dragged down by these two, and starving to death. The barrage echoed. Charge. Fried chicken. Hot pot. Starving to death. Perhaps it was the power of resentment or the potential forced out by pressure. I astonishingly managed to finish nearly 2 baskets on my own. Although I felt utterly exhausted, a peculiar sense of pride swelled within me as I beheld the results. During the intermission, the production team provided a simple lunch of steamed buns, pickled vegetables, and congee. Starving, I clutched a bun and began to gnaw on it. Lin Feifei, holding a small mirror for touch-ups, disdainfully scrutinized the meal. Is this what we're eating? It lacks any nutrition and is detrimental to the skin. She leaned closer to me, lowering her voice, yet her tone dripped with malice. Nianwei, look at you, tan like a village girl, and eating so much. Be careful not to get so fat that the camera can't capture you. As I chewed on the bun, I met her gaze and suddenly grinned, speaking in a tone just loud enough for those around us to hear. Feifei has a point. This bun is indeed a bit dry. However, I shifted my tone, raising my voice with genuine concern. I see you haven't eaten much. Are you feeling unwell from the heat? Or perhaps. I elongated my words, my eyes subtly darting to her flat abdomen internally. Skinny as a stick, a gust of wind could knock her over, and the barrage updated in unison. Skinny stick. A gust of wind could knock her over. Or, are you on a diet to maintain your figure? Oh, dear. That simply won't do. Health is the foundation of all endeavors. Look at your pallor. Internally. Of course, 3 layers of foundation make you look pale. You must eat more. Enthusiastically and forcefully, I shoved a bun into her hands. Lin Feifei was momentarily taken aback by my barrage of words, holding the bun, unable to eat or refuse it, her face alternating between red and white. The other guests stifled their laughter. Wu Meng attempted to mediate. Nianwei is just concerned for you, Feifei. I nodded vigorously. Yes, yes. Minga is right. I genuinely care for Feifei. Internally. Ugh. What a plastic friendship to display. Hurry and eat. It won't choke you. It won't choke you. Floated above us. Lin Feifei, nearly livid, shot me a fierce glare, tossed the bun back into the basket, and turned to leave. The barrage erupted. Su Nianwei, top-tier Yin-Yang master. Lin Feifei, thank you and your entire family. This maneuver is 666. So satisfying to watch. Gu Heng is watching again. Yes, definitely laughing. I took a screenshot. In the afternoon competition, Lin Feifei and Wu Meng, perhaps feeling the pressure of their pride or fearing my sincere concern, finally made a token effort. Ultimately, our team managed to complete the task, finishing second to last. Unsurprisingly, the first place belonged to Gu Heng's team. During the award ceremony, Gu Heng spoke as the representative of the winners. He spoke succinctly, his gaze sweeping across the crowd before seemingly lingering for a moment above my head. And then he remarked, labor is arduous, but cooperation is of greater significance. His words carried an underlying meaning. Exhausted, I thought to myself, the esteemed one is correct. Cooperation. What a farce. If I am grouped with these two again, I might as well stage my demise right here. Above my head, the words echoed, stage my demise. A wave of suppressed laughter rippled through the surroundings. Gu Cheng's lips curved into a distinct smile this time. That evening, the production team graciously permitted us to spend the labor points we had earned during the day at the bustling market of the town. Clutching my meager handful of points, I hurried towards the aromatic barbecue stall. Grilled chicken wings. Skewered gluten. Grilled eggplant. Here I come. Just as I was mesmerized, my fingers trembling as I pointed at a glistening skewer of wings, a bony hand snatched it before I could. I looked up in fury, meeting Gu Cheng's fathomless black eyes. Mr. Gu? I instantly switched to a compliant demeanor. You're here for barbecue too? Those wings look quite delectable. Yet inside, I was raging. Release my wings. They are my lifeline. The last one. You thieving scoundrel, Gu Cheng. Scoundrel. My lifeline. Echoed beneath the dim light of the barbecue stall. Catching attention. The stall owner and several passers-by who recognized us wore expressions of sheer amusement. Gu Cheng appeared unfazed by my inner turmoil. He weighed the wings in his hand and asked leisurely, Miss Su, would you like some? Naturally. Am I standing here drooling for the sake of art? I forced a smile. Oh, it's fine, Mr. Gu, you go ahead and enjoy. I'll look at something else. Internally, I lamented, look at something else? Nothing compares to that skewer, fragrant and crispy. My wings. My joy. It's gone. Life is bleak. Joy is gone. Life is bleak. The comments updated in real time. The amusement in Gu Cheng's eyes deepened. Suddenly, he extended the chicken wings towards me, saying, here for you. I was taken aback, disbelief washing over me. You seem genuinely hungry, he hinted, casting a glance at my head. A wave of overwhelming delight clouded my thoughts. Who cares about any aloof celebrity? At this moment, he was my deity. I seized the wings, nearly moved to tears, Thank you, Mr. Gu. You are truly a wonderful person. Internally, I declared, a good person lives a peaceful life. Gu Heng, I hereby announce you my temporary idol. For 3 seconds. Above my head, the words flashed. Good person. Idol. 3 seconds. Suddenly, someone beside me could no longer contain their laughter. Gu Heng seemed surprised by the 3-second limitation, momentarily taken aback before letting out a low chuckle. His laughter ringing clear and melodious amidst the bustling night market. Su Nianwei, he called my name, his tone laced with a subtle teasing. You truly are consistent in your words and actions. I recognized his sarcasm, aware that my thoughts and spoken words were in stark contrast. Yet, with my heart and eyes filled with the fragrant chicken wings, I paid no heed to such intricacies. I took a hearty bite, blissfully squinting my eyes, and mumbled, Mr. Gu, you don't understand, this is the art of living. Gu Heng remained silent, simply standing beside me, quietly observing as I indulged in the wings without any semblance of decorum. The dim lights of the night market outline his tall figure, evoking a sense of warmth in this otherwise cold celebrity. The bullet comments, if they were to appear at this moment, would undoubtedly explode once more. The incident regarding heartfelt confessions continues to gain momentum, and my work has undergone a profound transformation. Previously, I strained to maintain the facade of a mere ornamental figure. But now I strive to restrain my thoughts from running wild before the camera, though I often fail in this endeavor. The variety show invitations that once evaded me like venomous snakes now come pouring in, specifically requesting the genuine, bullet comment version of Su Nianwei. The tide has turned in advertising endorsements as well, shifting away from high-end cosmetics to products that emphasize authenticity, relatability, and anxiety relief, snacks, daily necessities, and even digestive aids. What surprised me the most was the village chief from Qingshi village. He approached me with the villagers, carrying newly designed strawberry packaging. The new box is simple and elegant, adorned with a charming strawberry pattern and the words Sweetheart of Qingshi Village, thoughtfully equipped with a cold chain insulation layer. The village chief rubbed his hands together, his dark face brimming with sincerity and excitement. Miss Su, thanks to you. What you said during the live stream that day, although, well, the delivery was unique. Every word was spot on. It struck a chord with us. We worked through the night to revise the packaging. What do you think of this new box? As I gazed at the refreshed packaging before me, memories of my earlier disdain for the unrefined designs flooded my mind, stirring a myriad of emotions. I picked up a box and earnestly proclaimed, Village Chief, this new packaging is truly beautiful. Simple, elegant, and practical. It will surely sell well. At that moment, my inner thoughts and spoken words strangely aligned. Finally, enlightenment. This packaging is just right. It looks appetizing. It should have been like this from the start. The bullet comments above my head echoed genuine affirmations. Beautiful. Practical. Bestseller. The village chief and the villagers beamed with joy, their innocence radiating happiness. In that instant, I suddenly felt that the once annoying bullet comment section was not so dreadful after all. At the very least, it compelled me to speak the truth, inadvertently allowing me to do a good deed. On that day, the new strawberry packaging was launched. Gu Heng shared the link to support local farmers with a simple caption, very sweet. I posted a selfie holding the new strawberry box with a caption. This time, a heartfelt truth. The packaging is beautiful. The strawberries are super sweet. Let us go for it. Internally, I thought, has the benefactor seen this? Can we settle the advertising fee? Although the bullet comments did not display this, the comment section was filled with cheerful remarks. Those who understand, understand. And the advertising fee has been received, dog emoji. Sales skyrocketed. In the final recording of Field Fireworks at a seaside bonfire party, the atmosphere was relaxed as everyone gathered to chat and share their reflections on the show. When it was my turn, I held the ice-cold cola generously provided by the production team, gazing at the dancing flames, and managed to find a rare moment of silence for a few seconds. The camera and everyone's gaze were focused on me, including Gu Heng, who sat diagonally across from me. As I began to speak about my experience on the show, my voice lacked the usual flamboyance and was imbued with genuine sentiment, which took me by surprise. Initially, I had thought to merely follow the routine and complete my tasks. I instinctively reached for my head, then restrained myself, unexpectedly encountering a small mishap. Everyone shared a knowing smile. I had always believed that one needed to wear many masks and speak many flattering words to survive in this industry. I paused, gazing at the tiny bubbles rising in my cup of cola, realizing that perhaps it doesn't have to be so exhausting. Speaking the truth and doing genuine things, Even in peculiar ways, I chuckled at my own self-deprecation, finding that it might actually be quite acceptable, even delightful. My heart felt an unprecedented lightness. To hell with the fade of a vase. From now on, I shall be the true master of authenticity. Earning scorn for profit is a thing of the past. Now I attract followers through sincerity and silliness. The barrage of comments above me read, Master of Authenticity. Silly yet charming. The crackling of the bonfire illuminated the warm smiles of those around me. The host led the applause. When it was Gu Heng's turn, he spoke succinctly, experience life, embrace authenticity. His gaze, however, traversed the crowd to rest upon me, deep and inscrutable. As the evening concluded and the crowd dispersed, I made my way to the distant shoreline, shedding my shoes to feel the cool sand beneath my feet, listening to the soothing sound of the waves. It was finally over. I felt utterly drained yet strangely fulfilled. Familiar footsteps approached from behind. Without turning, I already knew who it was. Nianwei. Gu Heng's voice resonated clearly in the night sea breeze. I turned to face him. The moonlight cast a soft glow upon him, softening the harshness of daylight into something gentler. Mr. Gu, haven't you rested yet? He did not respond but took a few steps closer, halting before me. The proximity was palpable, and I could catch the faint, crisp scent emanating from him. Your little surprise. He gestured towards my head, which was now devoid of anything. Yet we both understood the implications. I shrugged, just going with the flow. Perhaps it's a punishment from heaven for my past 4 smiles? Or maybe a blessing. I tilted my head, a hint of mischievous defiance in my gaze. Are you afraid, Mr. Gu? Being with me means you might be subjected to my candid thoughts at any moment. For instance, right now I am pondering why Gu Heng is so close. He looks rather handsome in the moonlight. Stop it. Soon Nianwei, get a grip. My inner alarms blared while I endeavored to maintain a composed facade. Gu Heng chuckled softly, his laughter resonating magnetically, striking a chord within me. He leaned slightly closer, his warm breath brushing against my ear. Afraid? My heart skipped several beats, frozen in place. I found his voice to be somewhat beguiling, distinctly captivating. At least, he paused, straightening, his eyes shimmering astonishingly in the moonlight, far more intriguing than hearing those pretty lies. He extended his hand, revealing a beautifully wrapped sea salt lemon candy, exactly the brand I had hesitated to exchange my points for at the market. Here, he said, casually, as if it were a mere afterthought, a token of sympathy from the master of authenticity. I stared at the candy in his palm, then back at his face, which was so close that my mind momentarily faltered. Instinctively, I took the candy, my fingertips brushing against his palm, as if jolted by a faint electric current. What does he mean by this? A candy-coated ambush? Or perhaps... My inner monologue began to spiral wildly, though alas, there was no barrage of comments to broadcast my thoughts. Gu Heng seemed to perceive my tumultuous imagination, a subtle yet genuine smile curving upon his lips. Su Nianwei. He uttered my name, imbued with a peculiar weight. Let us discuss the future later. I abruptly interrupted him, gripping the candy tightly in my hand, my cheeks ablaze with warmth. I need to return to sleep. I have a flight to catch tomorrow. With that, like a startled rabbit, I turned and fled, forgetting to put on my shoes, my bare feet sinking into the sand. The sea breeze carried his deep, joyful laughter, seemingly mingling with a barely audible taunt. Coward. I ran even faster, my heart pounding fiercely within my chest. The moonlight, the crashing waves, and the coolness of the candy in my palm intertwined with the crisp scent of the man behind me, weaving together an unprecedented, chaotic yet exhilarating sensation. Upon returning to the small cottage, I leaned against the door, attempting to calm my racing heart. I unwrapped the candy, the mingling flavors of sea salt and fresh lemon melting on my tongue, curiously soothing my agitation. I opened my phone, and the Weibo notification sound erupted chaotically. The latest headline was glaring. Gu Heng and Su Nianwei's seaside rendezvous. Suspected romance exposed? The accompanying image captured the moment he leaned in close to me under the moonlight, handing me the candy. The angle strikingly ambiguous. I exclaimed, what the hell? Which unscrupulous paparazzo chose this angle? There's no way to clear my name. My mind wailed in despair. Suddenly, my phone vibrated. A message from an unknown yet vaguely familiar number appeared, containing a brief line. Don't panic. The leader of the realist faction, dare to be more real? Signed off with a simple letter. I stared at the message, then glanced at the candy wrapper on the table, reflecting fragmented light in the moonlight. My chaotic heartbeat seemed to skip a beat. It's over. It's really over. I collapsed onto the hard wooden bed, burying my face in the pillow. My mind a tumult of confusion. But that candy, it was quite sweet. The end.